We start today with two congressional hearings gone horribly, hilariously, and delightfully wrong. For the Republican Party, that is a mess. It's a mess with their Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. It's a mess with their seemingly quickly failing impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. It's just a mess. We will get to Pete Buttigieg a little bit later, but we start with Merrick Garland. This was, I believe, the most unhinged rant I've ever seen in congressional history. Now, if you want to include Senate confirmation hearings for the Supreme Court, we might include Senator Lindsey Graham's completely delusional rant during the confirmation hearings of Brett Kavanaugh, right up there with what I'm about to play for you. But strictly speaking, as far as congressional hearings go, here is Republican Congresswoman Victoria Spartz on a completely out there, bonkers, cuckoo for Cocoa Puff rant in front of Attorney General Merrick Garland about how there were lots of great people at the January 6th Trump riots. Prepare yourselves.
Had bad intent, but a lot of good Americans from my district came here because they are sick and tired of this government not serving them. They came with...
And by the way, if you're watching, the looks on Merrick Garland's face, pay special attention to that, because they are really something else. If you're only listening, you'll have to either imagine it or find the video.
All as in the kids, and there was chaotic situation because the proper security wasn't provided. That's a question that was answered really why. Why we debated for 45 minutes on the floor and didn't stop the debate after the people broke into the Capitol. But these people came, they were throwing the smoke bombs into the crowd with strollers with kids. People who showed up, FBI agents. You had in my district, in my town, FBI phone numbers all over the district. Please call that. People are truly afraid. I just want to make sure if you're not aware that you are. And this is a big problem when people are afraid of their own government. And I'll share some other things. We're talking about justice system. I don't question, you're probably not a bad person. I don't know you, but what I'll tell you,
you might not be a terrible person, Mr. Attorney General.
In charge of the department. And people right now feel, I look at Durham report and I call on the FISA violations of queries of millions of Americans, right? It's like KGB, but when I read Durham reports, we have this, you have a nice, playbook. First, let's have a special counsel, and then you don't have to answer any questions here. Then, let's extend slow walk investigation on Hillary Clinton, on Hunter. Everything is slow walk. We were very quick on Donald Trump, but you were very slow walk. Then, by the time, that investigation ended, statute of limitation expired, and all of your agents need to be tested for amnesia. No one recalls anything. Okay, you probably should have as part of your hiring policy. So no one held accountable, which was egregious what happened, in that report. When I read about them, I can't believe it happened in the United States of America. This is my frustration. I'll be honest with you. Then it's very interesting, regardless what it is, even people in Obama administration raised concerns.
This is a delusional rant rewriting the Trump riots as people with legitimate concerns showing up, being goaded into apparent but not real criminality as a result, I guess, of Democrats not providing security, which was not actually their responsibility to provide. And the looks on Merrick Garland's face really say it all. Now, if we have anything to be thankful for, it's that Congresswoman Spartz said she is not going to be running for any Senate seat in 24, and she also is not running for re-election in the House. So she will be leaving, and for that, I think we can all be very, very thankful. But this is like nothing I've ever seen in the House, and the perplexed look on Merrick Garland's face really says so much. And this is the rewriting of history, looking to place blame on those who really have nothing to do. And by the way, rewriting January 6th history, Merrick Garland was not Attorney General at that point in time. What any of this has to do with Merrick Garland is really an open question. Another example of this hearing gone completely wrong. Here's Republican Congressman Tom Tiffany, who brought up to Garland, why haven't you investigated the naked bike ride in Madison? To which, again, the look on Merrick Garland's face is just, what are they talking to me about here?
I want to close real quickly with this. There was a world naked bike ride in Madison, Wisconsin, just a couple months ago, and I sent you a letter 2 months ago asking if you had a problem with that because it exposed a 10-year-old girl by the race organizer, the bike organizers, to pedaling around Madison, Wisconsin naked.
Right.
Do you think that's a problem? And why did you not answer our letter from 2 months ago?
Now, Merrick Garland was handed a note while he was being berated about the naked bike ride. Boy, would I love to know what's on that note that was just handed to Merrick Garland.
I'm sorry, I'll have to ask the Office of Legislative Affairs to get back to you about this.
I wrote you a note about a naked bike ride where a girl was exposed and you didn't write back to me, sir. What do you know about that? Quite frankly, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the naked bike ride in Madison. This is what the Republican Party has become. Debased and delusional, dilapidated for sure, and drastically weakened from what it once was. Who can even respect, in theory, what these Republicans are trying to do in these hearings? And if you think this was bad with Merrick Garland, just wait until you see what happened with Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.